Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me again. My name is Todd Ronan, and thanks for joining the Reality Forecast podcast for April 3rd, 2022, where we look at week 15, the things that are going to come. Hey, Dr. Mo, thanks for joining us. How are you today?
Hello. Doing well.
Excellent. I'm glad that you were able
Right.
to pop in. I know you've got a busy schedule, and I know that everybody else has a busy schedule. So we don't have a lot of information to give you. I think I mentioned to some people last week, I was involved in a car accident. It took me about maybe 30 hours of work to actually get a car to replace my car. Finally have that. So very excited to have wheels again. And now I can, there I am. I had a tiny head. I made my head bigger. Now I can finally get ahead and do things I need to do to be mobile and have wheels. So
That'd be good.
work commences. And I was also preparing for my new remote viewing process course that begins, what is that, April 5th, coming right up. It's the temporal awareness perception process. Dr. Mo took my course last time. I had lots of people that took it, and it helps you be a better remote viewer. Whether you're a novice, whether you're a pro, whether you know nothing about remote viewing, the course will help you develop your own perception skills and discernment skills so that it can better assist you in your everyday life. What do you think of the course when you took it, Dr. Mo?
I was pretty impressed. I've taken a handful of courses in the past, and this is the first course I actually completed in its entirety. And actually, it was longer than the other courses. That being said, I learned a lot and enjoyed
Thanks.
it. You did a lot, and you actually made it fun. It wasn't boring. It wasn't, you kept our attention. So
Thank you. That's a lot of pressure. That's true. It is 6 weeks and it's twice a week for 2 hours a day. The reason it's 2 hours is because I get really bored on Zoom if it goes longer than 2 hours, probably 90 minutes, really. I've lost attention. I'm completely zoned out after 2 hours. So I figure if you're at home, 2 hours is really all you have a day. Tuesday, Thursday nights, it's up on YouTube. You can watch it. You can watch it with your family, put it on the big screen, take it to your auditorium, watch it there, and just do the homework. But it's closed now, so unfortunately no one can sign up, but I'll also be doing it probably again in July. I thought about doing it in June, but July 4th is kind of busy with things, so look for another announcement in a few months about the next course that comes up. It'll also be a TAP remote viewing course, probably a beginner novice course, and you also get ongoing training. So whether you're done with the course, you still get to meet with me every other week and you have homework to do. So it keeps you kind of involved with the process. They don't forget and, put it aside like most other fun things that happen. We had a hit this week. We looked at the price of Ethereum. Is it Ethereum or is it
Ethereum.
Ethereum.
Yeah.
Why is Ethereum important? Why do people like Ethereum?
Well, I like it because it's cheaper and Bitcoin has more chance to rise. So, because it's Bitcoin's already reached its critical mass, so it's pretty much peaked out. If it does go, if it goes $50,000 more higher, it's already met 90% of its gains.
Yeah, that's true.
Ethereum has a lot of well, it's above my head, but it's more advanced and it's involved with smart contracts, and it can meld with technology a lot better. It has a more real use than Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't have a real use other than it's kind of like gold, basically, of crypto. It's just there. Basically, it shows value. That's what it's there for.
Well, our prediction
Ethereum is practical. What's that?
Our prediction for last week was the market price of Ethereum USD will reach 3,400 before it reached 2,700. We rate that as high confidence based on 2 ARB sessions and photo pair matching, and nailed it. We had 3,500. So we'll look at the next sort of benchmarks. We try to look at a 5 to 7% range for coins, unless they have a high fluctuation, then we look higher. But something we thought we'd do for next time is try to find the high gainers that are not your primary coins. So, something outside of the top 25 that you can still purchase relatively inexpensively that might have a 10 or 15% gain for you. Because when you look at those high rising stocks and you see, or not stocks, but tokens, and have a 2,700% gain, you think, why wasn't I on board that train? I could have been rich. and we want you to be there. So we're looking to look for some high gaining coins in between the 200 to 300 range, the 100 to 200 range, and we'll give you those predictions next week, our forecast for those next week. But we need to check to make sure that our processes are correct, because we don't want to give you information that will be inaccurate. And we always say, take what we say with a grain of salt, because we are only doing this out of the kindness of our heart. We're trying to get you to make money for yourself and your family, but we're doing it too, and it's a learning process. So the things that we make mistakes on, we'll try to do better at. We also said that gold was going to spike, and we haven't seen that yet, but hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you'll see 2250 gold price, which will be the all-time high. We had a signal on Shiba Inu, not really doing very much, kind of another ho-hum, blah, blah. There's no all-time high.
Part of the prediction?
What's that?
Was that the prediction? Was
Well,
it right?
our prediction was that we won't see an all-time high for Shiba in April,
Yeah.
and that it's going to do
It doesn't feel like it either. So
we forecast a slight rise in Shiba, cresting April 1st this week, and took a nosedive through April 2nd to April 15th, 16th. So we're still seeing a bit of a slump. I was hoping we'd see a 35 to 46 for Shiba before April 15th, but we'll have a low confidence on that. I'm still not really seeing that happen. But the things that we predict, we want to make sure that we're doing that, and we're not just regurgitating what other people are telling you, because if we did that,
not sugarcoating it too.
yeah,
That happens a lot.
We'd like to give you bad information, or bad news if we have it, like Tether doing well from now to April 15th, which I hope that was in the top 25. So we didn't look at beyond the top 25 coins. You could argue that, oh, there were high gaining coins on market cap that did way better than that. But we looked at the top 25 based on a certain date and what those coins would do. So it gives you a range or an average when you ask this question to the matrix. So, that was just our test.
Basically said the market wasn't going to do well. So
yeah, it's going to be a bit of a low burn there for a while.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can give you better information about higher performing coins that are outside of the norm. Your top sort of, what do they call those? The benchmark coins, or
I call them blue chips.
Blue chip
coins. Yeah. Right. Just like stocks, same analogy.
Let's call them corn chip coins.
Let's do that.
I like that better, because they're tasty, and sometimes you need some corn chips to play along. Did you want to ask me anything about anything? The floor is yours. Anything at all?
No. Well, I'm going to see a lady tomorrow. She's supposed to be a really sought out healer.
Oh.
I don't think I've told you this.
No.
And matter because I kind of taking a break from massage therapy. I'm a therapist, and she was one of my clients, and she told me that she does this the double heart healing. Is 2 modalities. It's pretty popular.
Okay.
But she's been doing it so long, since the beginning of the modality, that actually medical doctors have been studying her. They've been doing trials with their patients with her, and doing all these brain scans and whatnot with their clients. And this seems promising. So she's actually willing to do a session with me tomorrow.
Oh.
So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm nervous or excited. I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. So
yeah, I would be excited about it. I'd also bring up the possibility that if she wants to do a brain scan on you while you're doing a remote viewing session, that may give you some nice feedback to figure out, what your brain state is when you're doing a session. Just, maybe.
I don't think she's going to do that, but if it feels like I had like bad chronic situations and I'm under a doctor's care and they like refer me to her, then that's what they'll have her involved, because
Wow.
they're trying to bill it with insurance, which is crazy. This will be the first healing modality alternative to actually be billed by the medical doctors, which is crazy.
That's awesome.
It will be billed through them, and then of course she gets a cut of their pay, because it can't go directly to her because she's not an MD. But I don't know. But this is what she's telling me. I've done some research. I haven't really found, but I take her. She's very well thought out. I've been talking to people that know her, so she might be telling the truth. I mean, I'm not trying to say she's lying, but
What's the name of the healing modality again, Dr. Mo? For anyone that wants to take a look at
well,
it.
if you look up Kathy Larson,
Kathy Larson, okay.
she's in Florida. I don't know. She's in. I don't know if she advertises Melbourne or Cocoa Beach. She used to live in Cocoa Beach, but she happens to live down the road from my mother, which is crazy, and that's another story. But
it's a dual heart healing technique.
Yes,
okay,
that's what she does. So it's a double modality she does.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that's a double modality or is something else on top of that. But she's going to clear my chakras as part of the session.
Good. You got to get the junk.
We shall see.
Yeah, there's a lot of chakra junk.
I have to come in with faith to help the process. So, well, that's me saying that. So,
well, I hope it helps. Please let us know next week what processes you have and what's going on with it. That's all we have for this week. It's a short week and we don't have much information because things are ho-hum. They're going down and we don't really have any big news. But when we do,
we always have surprises too, just like we had now.
Yeah, big surprises. But hopefully next week we'll have some better forecast for you for the sort of out of the range of normal coins. One thing I mentioned, I think before to you, was when I asked myself what a good coin is for April, I got the word primrose and I looked up and there are no primrose tokens, but rose is a token. So take that with your coffee in the morning and a grain of salt. I don't know how much of a prediction that is. We haven't done any forecasting on it or any remote viewing sessions on it, but
all good with coffee. Yeah.
We'll look next time. So thanks, everybody. Leave what you want to know in the comments below. I opened up comments now, so you can tell me how much you dislike this video, what you'd like to see in the next video, and what you'd like us to forecast, whether you want TA, whether you want astrology. We know people that can do all these things. We want to deliver it to you in a way that's helpful to you and beneficial to you. So whatever you want to see, let us know, and we'll make sure that we put a product together that's useful and interactive and makes you money, because really that's what we want to do. That's want to help you out. So thanks for joining us. Good luck tomorrow. Keep me updated.
Yes, I will. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Bye, everybody. Thanks very much.